Hey, Maria back with another video. It is 10:58 a.m. It is October 30th. It is Sunday morning, and I hope you all are having a peaceful Sunday. It looks like the autumn weather is slowly coming in. It's been kind of chilly in the mornings. I noticed I've been wearing more long sleeves to work lately, or making sure I get a sweater before I leave in the morning because it's a little brisky outside, which I have to say is nice after coming off of a very hot and miserable summer. Anyway, so I wanted to come on here and let everyone know that this is my last video on this channel, and I think it's time for me to wrap up this subject that has been plaguing me for so very long. I noticed this the other day as I was going through my YouTube channel. I was looking at my videos. I realized, my goodness, I made over 1,200 videos on this topic alone, topics that relate to human trafficking, domestic stalking, so on and so forth, workplace mobbing. I don't even know. I've covered so many topics when it comes to this, and I believe I made about 1,268 videos, and that is quite a lot of videos, and I put a lot of time in it. Some of them were well prepared, meaning like I followed a script that I wrote out myself and then followed it and added pictures and made like videos into it. And some of it was just me talking randomly. It has been the worst 10 years of my life, and it has literally worn me down, and it has affected me, my mental health, as well as my physical health, the depression, the anxiety, all of it has caused me incredible amount of pain, and the anger behind it. I will say that I have come to understand that, it's unfortunate, but I am very disappointed with how companies allow this sort of stuff to happen. And this is the last time I'm going to say it, but I think it's important that I wrap up my final thoughts before I move on out of this subject. I am going to keep my videos online. This particular channel will continue to have the videos that I made in the past, but I will not be adding any more content to this channel. I'm leaving it on here because I want it to be kind of serve as my own little personal journal of the events that happen. Because if you've been watching my videos from the very beginning, you'll notice that there was a lot of things I didn't understand, didn't know quite what was going on. And you can see throughout the course of my videos that slowly but surely I started putting the pieces together. And most importantly, it's a part of my life, a very sad and dark time of my life that really brought me to a lot of strong realizations of what happened to me, my life, what happened, who was responsible for what happened to me in my life. And it was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my entire life. And I still feel the effects of it today. I still go through anxiety attacks. This sort of behavior, I know that I can preach and talk to you and show you laws, whether they're based on religious laws or laws relating to the country, the state, whatever, the place that you live or whatever. It's very difficult for people to understand bad behavior, especially when they feel like they have the right to inflict that sort of pain on another human being and get away with it, or that it seems like it's being condoned by people in so-called positions of authority. But I will tell you, what you witnessed was an act of evil that I personally think that suing the employers that did this to me, there is no amount of money that could ever bring back the time, as well as the kind of positive outlook that I had on the world at one point. There is no amount of money that could pay back the pain and compensate me well enough, because like I said, I still deal with it today. Some people would say, well, I think maybe your mental issues should be treated. I will not ever take any accept any help from any medical facility for these reasons, mainly because, number one, I don't believe in it. But number two, sadly, these places get infiltrated with this sort of bullshit too. We are not safe in this world, and we have to be careful about who we trust. And it's sad, but it's true. And I am a person who has to live with a lot. Like, I carry a lot on my plate. Like, people don't know the stress and the strain that this issue has caused me. And it still causes me to have flashbacks, nightmares, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, full-blown panic attacks. Like, just a few days ago, I had a full-blown panic attack in my home. Okay? And I try my hardest to keep everything under wraps because I have to take care of myself. You know what I mean? I have to protect myself from people who have no interest in me other than to abuse me. And the sad and most shocking part of it is that, I had dealt with something that is life-threatening because, we have to work. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? That is one of the worst ways to ever abuse another human being. Okay? I encourage people to start thinking outside of the box and start developing whatever sort of talents and skills that you have, and not and if you can stay out of the corporate structure, I'm going to tell you, do what you can to get out of it, because it is not a place where you can feel safe. Okay? Anyway, so you can look at it two different ways as a targeted individual. You can look at it as, the corporate structure is corrupt, and so you need to start making, decisions, you know what I mean? Or at least try to find something that, you feel somehow protected. But it's very hard. It's very hard when people are deceived, okay? Anyway, watch your back. That's all I'm telling you. And not just in the work sector. I'm talking about anything. People are very cutthroat, and you really need to take care of yourself the best way you can. Anyway, so I'm moving on to talk about YouTube subjects that are of interest to me. Now, I know that I would say that human trafficking, gang stalking, etc., etc., they are interesting to some degree, but this does not provide me any entertainment, especially since I'm the person who experienced these things. I make these videos mainly because number one, I wanted to get my story out. I wanted to heal myself. I wanted to figure out what was going on, and it did provide a lot of therapy. We have to be our own therapist in this, okay? I can't tell you the pain and the weight and the pressure that it puts on a person and what it does to a person psychologically. It destroys you psychologically, okay? Psychologically, I can honestly say I have a very brave persona, and I am the only person who cares about Maria. I'm the only person who defends Maria. I'm the only person who's got Maria's back. Okay, so I have to maintain my composure, but I will tell you, there are moments where I sit back and I think, oh my God, like, how in the fucking world could something like this ever happen? And I wish to God it will never happen to another human being again, but the sad part is, I know that it won't. I know that this sort of thing is going to happen to somebody else, okay? Because people are too goddamn evil. Period. So watch your back, take care of yourself, okay? And try not to if you can. I mean, it's hard to prevent something like that from happening to you. But the thing is like, if something does happen to you where somebody's slandering your name, try to get out and make your own videos and stand up for yourself. But I do want to make videos. I enjoyed my previous channel many years ago. I was very successful on YouTube, and I was doing pretty good. I had just started my channel back in 2009, I think it was. 2008 or 2009. It was 2009. It was that summer. It was a great summer that year. Anyway, and I had like subscribers, like over 2,000 subscribers. And that was like my first or second week. So I was doing great. My life was going pretty well at that time. And then the gang stalking happened. And I will tell you, it wiped out my entire life. And I want to say that, I know social media, they like to bully on bully up on people, but it can be destructive, especially by the electronic means that they have to spread gossip, to spread slander, to blacklist somebody, to bully somebody. And it's funny when they bully people and they protect the rights and the ideas and claims of people who are really wicked. We have to question the morals that go on in this society. But aside from that, it's important for me to move on. And I've been saying this to myself for the very long time. I've been talking about me starting my new YouTube channel because I really want to get off of this subject, and I want to focus on subjects that I find interesting. Mainly because I find them interesting because the paranormal is my life. Okay? Being eccentric is my life. It's a part of who I am. And I think there's a lot of people who want to see me in a different way, and that way is not for me. I literally fought for my life for the last, oh my gosh, since leaving the farmer's place, okay? And that's basically what it is. It's about somebody trying to choke the life out of you, and I'm trying to hang on to dear life, the life that I love, the life that's meant for me. Okay, it is not for me to go to church. It's not in me to be this way. It's not in me to, be a soccer mom or whatever it is that certain people wanted me to be or try to, whatever. I am who I am. Okay, and to basically put a gun to somebody's head and tell them to be something that they're not, and here's the alternative if you don't. That is very much like trying to kill someone. Okay. But anyway, I'm done telling corporate America what it is. They know what they are. They thrive in this sort of corrupt behavior. So I can't tell them not to do what they're doing. The sad part is it is a very common practiced thing. It's illegal, but like I said, we live in a very corrupt world. Take cover. But anyway, my new channel is, I'm going to put the link in there. I haven't done a whole lot with my channel yet, like the cover of it or anything like that. But I figured I need to get started. I need to start making steps away from this subject matter. It has caused me, and I want, my subject matter in the back of my mind to not be focused on gang stalking, to not be focused on what happened to me, to not be focused on this topic. I'm doing everything I can to draw myself away from what caused me to I'm too strong to have a nervous breakdown, but I will tell you, maybe if I would have just had a nervous breakdown and then picked up it, maybe I would have been better. But see, I have to. I'm the only one who can keep a roof over my head. I'm the only one who can take care of me. I am only the person. I can only keep and take care of myself. I'm all I have. Okay, so think about the kind of stress I have to deal with. Think about what I carry in the back of my mind as I step out the door every day. Okay, I have a lot on my plate, knowing that I feel I'm around people when I go to the store or if I'm, wherever I go. I have to question, are these people perps? That sucks. Okay, and it sucks. But I've come to the conclusion that my life is, focused on this topic entirely too much. It's too much. It's too much for anybody to handle, So it's time for me to move on and talk about things that really do interest me. And of course, anything that relates to the paranormal, I feel as though my knowledge of the paranormal is vast, and I would like to talk more about that on my channels instead of talking about crime. It's like talking about, saying hell is hot, knowing good and well that hell is meant to be hot. I think that all of these things that go on, this corruption, these evil works, these even ignorance. To be ignorant, you can only enact evil because you don't really have any compassion, because you're not even aware that the person that you're harming or that you're inflicting pain on even has any feelings or that they're even human. So you can do a lot of damage just not knowing. But whenever you're evil or you're ignorant, you know what I mean? This is a part of our hell existence. This is what I believe, okay? And I have the right to. You can try to kill me if you want to, but whatever. But I believe that this world is hell, okay? And people in positions of power, can be very abusive. And it's a narcissistic society that we live in. It is a part of the demonic, influence that goes on in the world, and we have to do what we can to try to minimize the impact of it. So anyway, I want all the targeted individuals who are feeling downhearted to, find something to keep them going. I know that these people are bloodthirsty, narcissistic, and they try to plow down everything that keeps you going, because it's a form of menticide, and they want to change you. But it is far better to die, to me, in my mind, than to live like a drone or something that you feel completely empty. I felt completely empty the entire time I was in this program, and it was a nightmare. Okay, it was a nightmare, I will tell you. Anyway, so I hope that targeted individuals will start making videos. I hope that targeted individuals find their way out of the chaos. I hope that you take care of yourself and make sure that you find what you're looking for. Be happy with the small things in life, because really I know that chasing after things that are big and grandiose really don't lead to anything. In fact, it just makes people fucking hate you. Okay? Because everybody seems to be wanting to get to something that doesn't exist. They think that, there's some sort of ideal life that very few people will ever live, So those little trips to the 99-cent store, or, painting a picture, or doing something basic that kind of puts a smile on your face. It may not be something that costs a lot of money, but it brings you incredible joy. And joy is worth fighting for, even if you only feel it for 5 minutes, and the rest of your day is like literally dealing with demonic people. Find some time for yourself. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope that you guys who have an interest in the paranormal will subscribe to my new channel. I will be talking and discussing a lot. I've been writing out ideas for all my videos for like the last year here, and I kind of rushed through the first one because I knew I started it last year, and then I started it like around the month of October, and I just wrapped it up today. And I kept thinking, okay, I kept saying I need to launch this by the autumn time, and I'm going to be true to my word. Now, of course, there's more novelty that I would like to add to my channel, but at least I got it done. And see, this is one thing I don't like doing. I don't like being too pressured for time, because when you can't make masterpieces. And I think I'm the kind of person, I prefer masterpieces. I like to take that little bit of time to like look at it, from different angles, and think, I can tweak this here, I can do this here, I could add this, I could do this, and I want to be able to master the art of creating videos. And if people see me as an artist, or they see me as a scientific genius, whatever they want to see me as, I don't really give a fuck, okay? And I don't ever want to be in a situation where I'm going to be have to submit to some sort of bullshit whim of somebody telling me what I'm supposed to be. You are an evil fucking being, every single last one of you. And this is the last time I want to say this, and I want to wrap up this video, and I'm not going to make any more videos on this channel again. So I hope that for those who do have an interest in the paranormal, please subscribe to my channel. And I wish you guys all well. Take care. Bye-bye.